ranking every England player against Argentina from worst to first. This is England 11-1. Starting off at 12 with an honourable mention, it's Thomas Tuchel. That was the worst managerial performance I can remember. Trying to shut up shop against the highest scoring attack at this tournament is just absolutely brain dead. He's supposed to be a specialist when it comes to these knockout competitions, but his subs were so negative and they ended up costing England the game. At 11, it's Jude Bellingham. He went from hero to zero. He kept dropping way too deep, he couldn't drive England forward when they needed a break, and he was way too slow to get out to Enzo Fernandez for that first goal. At 10, it's Reece James. It was 80 minutes of nothing today, and I know he wasn't on the pitch for those two goals, but he lost his man at the back post a few times and he was lucky to get away with it. At 9, it's Harry Kane. He had a couple of good moments where he dropped deep and played some long balls, and he was involved in that first goal. But when England needed an outlet and someone to hold the ball up, he was nowhere to be seen. Sometimes you just need your striker to be a striker. At 8, it's Mark Gahey. I just don't remember a single action that he made today, and England needed a commanding presence at the back today, and he was anything but. At number 7, I've put Elliot Anderson. That early yellow was unlucky and it meant he couldn't play his usual game. He lost Enzo for that first goal, and when England went 2-1 down and needed somebody to show a bit of composure, he just kept giving the ball straight back to Argentina. It wasn't his best game today. At 6, it's Jordan Pickford. He made a couple of good saves, but as always he's conceded a long shot because his arms are too short. At 5, it's John Stones. He made a few vital stops at the back and he was just centimetres away from stopping Argentina's second goal. It wasn't his best game, but there were definitely worse players out there today. At 4, it's Morgan Rogers. He was a surprise inclusion today, and to be honest, he wasn't amazing. It was pretty much 90 minutes of cardio, but I guess we have to give him credit for that assist. At 3, it's Declan Rice. I think today was a great example of how important he is to the way his teams play. He just always seems to be at the right place at the right time to sweep up the danger and win that ball back. And we saw that for England's first goal. And as soon as he came off, everything fell apart. No shape, no one to drive them up the pitch, and no composure on the ball. At 2, I've gone for Anthony Gordon. He still doesn't look like he's worth 80 million, but he did look dangerous today. He had a couple of moments where he was getting in behind, and of course he scored that all-important goal. And as soon as he came off, England lost their only outlet in attack. And at number 1, surprising everyone, it's Jed Spence. He was an absolute clamp today. He didn't put a foot wrong. He was so energetic, so strong, and he won that ball back so often. For 80 minutes, he looked like the best player in football, but it wasn't enough for England today. It was a really disappointing way to crash out, but I'm sure football will come home one day. Let me know in the comments who you thought England's worst player was today.